Well, southern Wisconsin is no longer being affected by any wildfire smoke, so there's some good news for your Thursday morning. A couple of sprinkles currently making their way through western Wisconsin, but not too much is making it to the ground. It's not really going to have much of an impact on your Thursday morning. If you're heading out the door right now in that area, just don't be shocked if you see a couple of raindrops fall on your windshield. Throughout the day, winds are coming up from the south, and they have been for a couple of days now, and that's been bringing a lot of warmer air to southern Wisconsin, as well as a lot of humidity. Both of those things are going to work to fuel the chance for some potentially stronger storms later on this evening. Now, notice that greatest threat of severe weather is actually hanging out up near North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota, but southern Wisconsin is still under a level 1 out of 5 risk of severe weather. Now, this is all going to depend on how things play out off to our west. That'll affect the development that we're going to see here in southern Wisconsin. So again, level 1 out of 5 risk across our entire viewing area for today. That means that we're looking at the chance for some stronger storms, but they should be remaining pretty isolated. That rainfall isn't going to start until the late afternoon. Shortly before 4 o'clock, we'll start to see the first of those showers along the western edge of the state. As those continue to progress to the east throughout your evening commute, we'll start to see them strengthen. As we get into the later nighttime hours tonight, that's when we're going to start to see those strongest cells start to pop up. So closer to 8, 9, 10 o'clock, south central Wisconsin is anticipating some stronger cells. But again, these are remaining pretty isolated, which means that some of us could even stay on the drier side for tonight, while others of us stand a chance to see some damaging winds and large hail. As we continue into the early hours of our Friday, those cells are still popping up, but they're not quite as strong. A few showers will take us into early tomorrow morning before we really start to clear out. We've got some drier conditions heading our way for our Friday. So our tornado threat for today is pretty non-existent, not really looking at the chance for any of those. However, as I mentioned, damaging winds, large hail are absolutely going to be possible with those strongest cells. And we're also tracking the possibility of some localized flooding depending on where those heaviest downpours set up, where those strongest cells set up. So those are just some things to think about, especially since these are going to be developing as we're all heading home. We're tracking an end time for this system of around 1 a.m. So even as you're heading to bed, make sure that you have a way to get any warnings that would wake you up. As for the rest of our day, the good news is that we do have time to get outside. So if you're like Melissa's dog Sherlock, who looks like a very outdoorsy guy, you're definitely going to have some time to get that in this morning. We'll be on the cloudier side throughout the afternoon as those clouds start to roll in, and temperatures are going to get pretty warm. We're going to get pretty humid as well, but definitely not anything that is going to keep us from stepping outside before those storms start to come in later on this evening. Madison climbs up to a high of 85 degrees this afternoon. And then tomorrow, we're even warmer. We're approaching that 90-degree mark, but drier tomorrow before a more widespread chance for some scattered showers and storms enters our forecast for this weekend. So tonight should be pretty isolated, but then for your Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be keeping an eye on that because those storms will be a little bit more widespread.